Bad breath can destroy your confidence, but most people are fighting it the wrong way. Today, I'll show you the 5 habits I personally use as a dentist to keep my breath fresh all day. They're simple, science-backed, and easy to follow. But here's the twist. If you skip the final step, everything else is basically a waste of time. And I'll prove it. Let's start with brushing, twice a day. Sounds obvious, right? But here's the thing most people don't realize. Brushing isn't just about removing food. It's about removing plaque. Plaque is a sticky film where bacteria live. And those bacteria feed on proteins, releasing sulfur gases, that rotten egg smell that kills your confidence. So even if you chew minty gum, the freshness fades fast, because the bacteria are still there. That's why brushing twice a day is non-negotiable. But here's the secret. It's not about brushing harder, it's about brushing better. Use gentle circular motions for 2 minutes and make sure you reach every surface. If you rush, you leave behind entire colonies of bacteria. It's like showering, but skipping under your arms. But brushing alone can't stop bad breath, because the real problem hides where your toothbrush can't reach. Step number 2 is the most overlooked reason people still have bad breath, even when they brush every day. I've experienced this myself. Bacteria between the teeth. About 40% of your tooth surface is hidden between teeth. That's prime real estate for anaerobic bacteria, the kind that thrive without oxygen and produce sulfur gases that smell like rotten eggs. If you only brush, you're leaving nearly half of your mouth untouched. That's why I floss or use silicone toothpicks every other day. Not just to remove food, but to break up the sticky biofilm before it hardens into tartar. Once tartar forms, it traps even more bacteria, and the smell just gets worse. Think of it like washing dishes. If you rinse the middle but never scrub the edges, the smell builds up fast. Same thing happens in your mouth. But even perfect brushing and flossing won't always keep your breath fresh, because the real challenge starts after you eat. And that's where step 3 comes in. Coffee and most foods leave behind acids and pigments that cling to your enamel. Those acids weaken the tooth surface and dry your mouth, creating the perfect environment for odor-causing bacteria. That's why I always rinse with plain water right after meals or coffee. It's simple but incredibly effective. Just a quick rinse washes away food particles, balances pH, and prevents stains before they set. It's like hitting refresh for your mouth between meals. You don't need fancy mouthwash. Just swish water for 10 to 15 seconds and you've already lowered acidity dramatically. But here's the issue. Even if you rinse, your mouth stays slightly acidic and dry for about 30 minutes. That's when odor-causing bacteria are most active. Normally, you'd have to wait half an hour before your mouth rebalances on its own. But my next step cuts that recovery time to just 5 minutes. And this is one of my favorite hacks. After every meal, I chew xylitol gum or take xylitol pastilles. It's a total game changer. And here's why. After you eat, bacteria feed on sugars and produce acids and sulfur gases. Your saliva will eventually fix that, but it takes 30 minutes. Xylitol speeds that process up to just 5 minutes. It does 3 things at once. It stimulates saliva, which is your body's natural mouthwash. It neutralizes acids faster, protecting enamel and stopping odor at the source. It starves harmful bacteria because they can't digest xylitol, so their numbers drop over time. So instead of walking around with that sour, post-meal taste, you reset your mouth almost instantly. But here's the thing. Even with perfect brushing, flossing, rinsing, and xylitol, your breath will still turn bad if you skip this final step. And that's the step most people completely ignore. Here's the truth. Over 60% of bad breath comes from one place. Your tongue. That white or yellow coating on the back of your tongue? That's bacteria, dead cells, and food debris. Basically, a sulfur gas factory. Skip this step, and it's like spraying perfume without showering. That's why tongue scraping is my #1 secret for lasting fresh breath. It takes 10 seconds right after brushing. Use a tongue scraper to gently pull that coating off, especially near the back. The difference is instant. You'll feel fresher and notice the odor disappear right away. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll love this one right here. Click on it right now and I'll see you there.